The first scene shows workers at a mining site at Oyoke. Then a man named Teju is seen driving. He notices a car trailing him and moves very fast to get out of sight. He pulls over, picks up his bag and runs into the bush. The car pursuing him reaches his car and zooms off. Teju finds a place to bury the bag in the bush and runs away. On his way, he fell and was badly injured. While he is still on the ground, a man named Afolayan appears, who was in the car that was trailing him earlier. Afolayan asks Teju to hand over the bag, but Teju refused to respond. Afolayan then shot Teju dead. Next, at a secondary school, Omoba, Rati, Obi and Jami, the principal's son, met after school and chatted happily as they walked home. Asali, who was chatting happily with his girlfriend, busy over the phone, sighted the four friends and quickly hung up. He then quickly followed them, caught Rati and asked for his money, warning the others to stay away. Whilst holding Rati, Asali tried to pick Bisi's call, but Omoba distracted him, allowing Rati to break loose. Then the four friends ran away. The four friends play around and settle on a mountain top to chat. Jami suggests that they travel out of the country, but Rati tells him that he will be leaving for Ibadan to attend a seminary college during their holiday. Omoba jokes that Rati wants to become a pastor and says that there are fine girls in their town. The next day, Jami and Rati followed Obi to the river to wash. After the wash, they saw a car tire track on their way home and decided to follow it. Suddenly, Obi felt something tied to her leg and shouted, thinking it was a snake. The two boys rushed to save her, but discovered that it was the buried bag. Furious, Jami opened the bag, took out what was inside and saw diamonds. Rati suggested that they report to the police, but Jami said they should take some time to think about what to do and keep it secret from Omoba. They took the bag and left. After a few days, Jami and Rati were in their hideout. Jami said he was surprised that no one had reported that they were looking for a bag. Shortly after Obi went to get Bolly, he returned with Omoba. Jami expressed his disappointment to Obi for bringing Omoba. Immediately, Omoba cited a diamond. Rati tried to deceive him that they were not diamonds, but insisted that they were real and asked how many they got. Jami said 20. Omoba was happy that he would get money to buy a new iPhone, but Jami shunned him to stop being melodramatic. Jami asked them who they thought would know about diamonds in their community. Next scene, the four met Chief Owonifari to sell 4 of the diamonds. He offered to pay 50,000 naira each, but they insist on selling each 500,000 naira. BC, Chief's girlfriend, interrupts their discussion with a noise on praying gun, and Owonifari pleads with her. After a little back and forth, Owonifari agreed to pay the sum of 2 million naira for the 4 diamonds. He requested their bank details, however, they demanded cash, and after the transaction, the 4 left happily. Next, Banjo, Kafanshan and Min O drove into Oyoke as visitors and went to the palace to see the king. The king was informed of the visitors' arrival and he ordered that they bring them in. The visitors came in and greeted the king and the chiefs who were seated. On the other hand, the four friends, after receiving the money from the sale of the diamonds, head straight to Ibadan to buy new iPhone. At the palace, the visitors expressed their desire to set up an agricultural company at Oyoke. At Ibadan, the four friends also went to a boutique to buy new clothes for themselves. On their way home, they were filled with joy and admired their new phones. At the palace, after listening to the visitors, the chief and the king expressed their pleasure with the visitors' proposal and decided to give them land to establish their business. The king calls Alabi to lead the visitors to the open land area where they could establish their company. The four friends returned to their hidden hut and played with their phones. Jamil told others that he would keep the diamonds hidden in the cave. Rati challenged him, but he insisted. He further told them that none of them must come to the cave alone unless they were 2 or 3. He collected Omoba's phone and said he would keep it with him to avoid it from being seen with him, as they would have to explain their source of money. He further advised Rati to consider going with him to Canada to avoid being forced to attend seminary college by his father. He tells Omoba to also think about joining, and to Obi, he expresses his desire to marry her, but none of them seems interested. Obi's mother was sent cooking yam. She called Obi and she hurried from inside. Her mother requested her to join in pounding the yam and also scolded her for following boys, but Obi told her it was just Roti and Jamil. Jamil, after praying in the mosque, returned home with some groceries for his father and explained that he bought them from his savings to work at the farm, but his father showed no interest. Omoba walked past the visitors as he returned to the palace and greeted the king. The king questioned where he had been and he replied it was with Jamil. He was further asked where he got his car from and he said it was given to him by Jamil. Omoba asked about the visitors and the king told him they came from Abuja to establish establish a company. At Ranti's house, while they were eating, his father, Reverend Songodoyi, asked him where he had been. Ranti said he was on the mountain praying. His father was satisfied and encouraged him to do more, as he would soon be going to the seminary. After Sunday service, the four met. Omoba told them he saw some visitors at the palace who came to build a factory in the community. Ranti said he too is now considering traveling out, but Omoba and Obi said they cannot. Kasali, in a beer parlor thinking about his girlfriend Bisi, saw Ranti and his friends, chased them to ask for his money, but Kasali was stopped by the community security men. Chief Owonifari, with Bisi in his car, drove to the security checkpost. Chief called Kasali and asked why he was chasing the four friends. Kasali said they owed him money. The chief told him to forget about it and that he had a job for him. They asked him to see him in his office, but Kasali kept hearing at Bisi. In the farm area, the chiefs took the visitors to inspect the land allocated for the new factory. One of them sighted a mountain nearby and requested to take a look at the place. Yemi was in their hideout talking to a friend on the phone about his travel plans. The visitors walking around the mountain appreciate the chiefs and tell them they can leave. While they were talking, Obi sighted them. Yemi, still on the phone, had a movement and called Obi, thinking she was the one. He dropped his phone to look around for Obi and found her where she was spying on the visitor. Next, a teacher came to the principal's house to inform him about her resignation to join her sister in Germany. The principal wished her well and she left. Yemi confronts his father and says that the teacher is leaving him in poverty. He says lack of money led to his mother's death, but his father yells at him that it was the corruption in the healthcare system that killed his mother. At the palace, Omoba sneaked into the visitors' room, inspected their luggage, was shocked to see a gun and ran out. Immediately, Banjo and others came in. While Banjo was talking to Chidera on the phone, Kafanshan checked their bags and discovered that they were tampered with. Banjo told Chidera that he wanted to return to Abuja. However, Chidera said he cannot until he retrieved the diamonds and blamed Kashanfan for killing Teju without getting the necessary information. That evening, Omoba, Ranti and Jami went to call Obi in the church. When Omoba revealed that the visitors were with a gun, Jami concluded that they must have come for the diamonds, but lied that they wanted to build factories in the community. Ranti said they should report to the police, but Jami said no, that the police would collect everything from them and said they would discuss it further tomorrow. Obi returned to the church and Jami gave Omoba his phone and instructed him to hide it. The following day, Omoba walked past Minho and Kafanshan, saw some girls, tried to impress them with his iPhone and asked them to take pictures with him. Shortly after, Kafanshan appeared and offered to snap them. The girls left after taking the pictures. Kafanshan admired Omoba's phone and asked him how he got it. Omoba replied that it was a birthday gift from the king. Kafanshan looked around, showed Omoba a gun under his clothes and asked him to follow him. Yeah, a boy led me both to Mama, Obi's son. Jami and Obi, helping her mother at the farm, discussed Jami's traveling plan. All go to the farm and Jami told Obi not to tell him anything. They both walked to meet Minho. While Obi's mother watched from afar, Minho showed them the picture of how Omoba was tied. Obi's mom called her to ask what the problem was, but she answered that nothing. Minho gave them the phone that they should call the last dialed number to return the diamond. Obi's mom jumped up and asked Minho how she could help him. Minho said he only came to give them a message from Omoba and he left. Immediately, Jami ran out of the farm. Obi's mom asked Obi what the message was, but she refused to talk. Next, the scene shows Jami, Obi and Ranti running to their hideout searching for the diamond bag. Ranti angrily asked Jami where he kept the bag. Jami said he only took what he needed for his visa application. Ranti says he was lying. They got angry and started fighting. Obi screamed to separate them. The three lamented about how the bag could have gone missing. Ranti said they should inform the king about his son, but Jami declined that the king allowed his son to be with him so he could help his academics because he is the principal's son. Ranti said it must not be difficult for them to find who stole the bag. They decided to go different ways to search for the bag. Obi came to the river to ask people if they help her to see a brown bag. The lady insulted her about following Jami around. Obi got angry and beat the lady up. Jami in the bush searching for the bag and found nothing. Ranti went home. Reverend questioned him why he looked so dirty, but he said he had a fall. Reverend told Ranti to listen to God's call and reminded him about going to the seminary, but Ranti said the last place he wanted to go was the seminary, that he's not ready to be a pastor. Kasali appeared in a marketplace carrying a bag, called a bike man and got sighted by Ranti. Ranti saw the bag he was carrying and suspected him, telling Kasali that he wanted to pay him his money to stop him, but Kasali urged the bike man to move. Ranti tried to drag the bag when Jamiu's phone fell off from Kasali. He was surprised and ran to meet his friend. Ranti got to their hideout. Jamiu saw his phone and asked where he found it. Ranti said he got it from the same person that sold the diamond, and then Jamiu recalled the day he was making the call and noticed some movement that showed Kasali peeping from the window, who rushed into the hut, took their money, the diamond bag, and picked Jamiu's phone when he stepped out to call Obi. The three came to Chief Owonifari to ask after Kasali. The chief said he did not know Kasali and that they should leave his office. Ranti recalled he had Kasali talking to his girlfriend Bisi, who lived at Araro Street. Said if they could locate the lady, they would see Kasali, and left Owonifari surprised. The three outside, Jamiu asked Ranti why he revealed the information before Chief Owonifari. Ranti said he knows Kasali and Chief shares Bisi, and he is sure that Chief will go after Kasali to confront him, and that they will follow Chief to lead them to Kasali. Jamiu asked Ranti and Hobby to follow Chief, and that he would go and storm Mingo and others. Ranti and Hobby went into hiding. Chief Owonifari rushed out to his car and told his bodyguards not to follow him. He then zoomed off. Ranti and Hobby quickly took a bike to follow him. Here, Jamiu called Banjo that he was with the diamonds and requested to speak with Omoba to be sure he was alive. Banjo placed the phone on Omoba's ear while he cried for help. Banjo directed Jamiu where to go and warned him not to play any trick. Chidera alighted from her car. Afolayan came to take her to where Omoba was kept. Banjo said she shouldn't have come. Chidera expressed her displeasure about the missing diamond and asked how many had been sold. He was surprised when Omoba said how much they sold one, and she said a diamond worth 10 times the amount. Afolayan angrily cut off the bead on Omoba's neck. Chidera told Banjo to find her diamonds and walked away. Chief Owonifari got to Bisi's house, carried his gun, and rushed in. Not long after, Ranti and Obi arrived and watched Chief walk through the passage. Ranti said they wouldn't have been in this problem if Jamiu listened to him. Obi asked him if he still wanted to travel with Jamiu. Ranti said no and reveals that he likes Obi all this while. Bisi is in her room with Kasali having fun. Suddenly, Chief burst into the room. Chief attacks Kasali, saying he had him to collect the diamonds from the children, which he did, and runs away with him. And now he dares to snatch his girlfriend Bisi. Kasali pushed Chief to the floor and said Bisi has been his girlfriend long ago before Chief met her, and that Chief was slayed and duped. Toby got to the window and peeped to watch what was going on. Chief stood up, brought out his gun and shot Kasali. Bisi crying and tried to beg Chief. Chief asked her for the diamond and Bisi pointed to where it was. Chief took the diamond bag and checked. Bobby got scared, ran to Ranti, patting her and told him what she saw. Bobby sighted an iron tray, ran to Pete and went into Bisi's house. Back in Bisi's room, Bisi begged Chief that Kasali hypnotized her. If lamented that in the house he rented for her, also said she did not know how to cook and shot her dead. While Chief was walking out of Bisi's room, Bobby hit him down with the iron tray and he fell on the ground. She picked up the diamond bag and asked Ranti to take Chief's gun while they ran outside. After a while, Chief struggled to get to his car, carried a rifle from the boot and called his bodyguards and drove off. At the palace, the principal, Jamiu's father and Hobby's mom came to ask if Omoba knows the whereabouts of their children. King said his son was not at home either. Then Hobby's mom revealed that Minko came to her farm earlier to deliver Omoba's message to Jamiu and Obi. The king was surprised, ordered Alabi to go and check them at Reverend's house, and if they are not there, that he should call on their Montekun security. Back in the bush, Jamiu got to where Banjo directed him to go and called Banjo to inform him. Banjo instructed him to carry the bag on his head while Afolayan went to meet him. Afolayan met Jamiu, collected the bag from him, hoping it was diamond, and poured it on his hand. Alas, it was a scorpion. The scorpion stung his hand while Jamiu ran away. Afolayan got angry and determined to kill Jamiu, but shoot him, shooting his gun. Jamiu ran into a ditch and saw Teju's dead body. Afolayan got there, pointed his gun at Jamiu and said Jamiu would join Teju because he had messed up with him. While he was still talking, Obi shot him from behind. Ranti ran to pull up Jamiu and Obi said they found the diamond. Jamiu said he knows Banjo and his team are not ready to let them walk away, whether they return the diamonds or not. Asked Obi to give Ranti the gun, instructed Obi to go to call for help while they dragged Kashamfan to where Omoba is. On getting Banjo, Chidera insulted Kashamfan for losing his gun to mere children. Jamiu points a gun at Kashamfan and requests they release Omoba before they can get the diamond. Chidera shouts at a diamond first. Banjo points his gun at Omoba at the diamonds or Omoba dies. Jamiu said they too will kill Kashamfan if they kill Omoba. Suddenly, Banjo just shot Shafan. Here is Obi trying to make a phone call, but there was no network signal. He starts running to escape Chief Owonifari and his bodyguard, and shortly he trips up and falls. Chief points a gun at her and asks for his diamonds. At the palace, Reverend and his wife told the king that they too had not seen their son since he left home. Principal said he suspects the visitors, and Obi's mom threatened to castrate whoever touches her daughter. The Amotekun leader walked in, and the king informed him of the situation. The Amotekun leader told them to calm down and that they would find them. The Amotekun left for the search together with the parents. Back in the bush, Chidera asked for the diamonds. Sanjo points his gun at the four of them, threatening to shoot. Chidera stopped him, and suddenly Chief and his bodyguards got there and shot Banjo, Mingo, and Chidera dead. Then Chief asked the four friends for the diamonds. Here are the parents and Amotekun security men searching for the children. Jamiu and others took Chief to where they hid the diamonds. They pointed to a tree and started searching under the tree. Later moved to different trees, which got Chief angry and threatened to bury them alive. The Amotekun security with the parents got to the area where the visitors were killed and saw Omoba's real chain and the lifeless body of the visitors, except Mingo. Back to the four friends with Chief Owonifari. The four friends, still searching but could not ascertain when the diamond was kept, got Chief angry and ordered a bodyguard kill them. One of the bodyguards shot at them and got Omoba wounded. Jamiu found the bag and Chief took it from him. The other friends cried bitterly as they thought Omoba was already dead. Chief, after collecting the bag and confirming that the diamonds are inside, ordered his bodyguards to kill others. As they were about to kill them, Mingo shot from behind and killed the bodyguards immediately. Amotekun and the parents had the gunshot and quickly ran to the area. Chief begged Mingo not to kill him and offered to share the diamonds with him. Mingo rejected the offer and killed him immediately. Amotekun and the parents got to the place and saw the dead body of Chief Owonifari and his bodyguards. While they were still there, Reverend got a call from his wife, who informed him that the children had returned to town and Omoba was at the hospital. Next, at Amotekun's office, Jamiu, Wensi, and Obi were interrogated. They all said that the visitors kidnapped Omoba, as the visitors are into child trafficking, and as friends, they tried to rescue him on their own. They also told the officers that if Owonifari and the visitors had a deal which broke up into a disagreement and made them kill each other, they told the officers that it was Mingo who saved them. A flashback shows when they were still in the bush. Not expressed their dismay at seeing Mingo after Chief and his bodyguard shot them, but Mingo revealed that he was wearing a bulletproof vest. During the interrogation, Mingo also told the officers that he had also been stabbed by Chidera and that he was not part of Chidera's group. The flashback shows that while they were still in the bush, Mingo returned the diamond to the offering, explaining that he had not come from China because of a few diamonds. He then made a deal with them. Back to the present, they all concluded the interrogation and were released back to their parents. The leader of Amotekun further advised the parents to be more conscious with their children. The three went to visit Omoba at the hospital. Reverend visited and prayed for him. After leaving the hospital, the three chatted about their deal with Mingo on their way home. Jamiu said he would pick the diamonds, so Ranti challenged him and asked why he had to be the one picking the diamonds. An argument heated up and Obi tried to stop them. The argument later led to a fight between the two, and while they were fighting, the diamonds fell off. Obi picked up the diamond for strings and they stopped the fight. Obi bitterly expressed that the diamonds have been a curse since the day it was found, pours them into the river and leaves Obi.
What do you think about this movie? Which movie would you like me to recap next? Use the comments section. Please subscribe, turn on notification bell and leave a like to help this channel out.